Everyone knows that drugs is a problem here in Fayette County. It's been blamed for all kinds of things over the years, from domestic disputes to juvenile delinquency and even homicides. And now it's being blamed for something else. It's being blamed for people not being able to find jobs in the Marcellus Shale industry. And of course, this is a big thing here in Fayette County. This is a growing industry. It's a lot of people are looking at this as hope for that it'll have a real big impact in Fayette County. And of course, jobs is very important. So news that people can't pass drug tests in order to get jobs is a pretty big issue here. And this comment has been made several times. Dave Lohr, when he was running for Fayette County Commissioner last year, commented about this. And recently, Pete Daly, state representative from California, made a comment at a legislative luncheon sponsored by the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce. However, the thing about it, that there's not really been, so far anyway, any real specific details offered about it. So it kind of makes you wonder, is this just one of the many myths that get perpetuated about Fayette County, or is this something real that we have to deal with here? The thing that's kind of interesting is that nobody from the Marcellus Shale industry themselves has said anything about this. Last year we had talked with Chevron people about it, and they said they really knew nothing about there being a major drug problem here. At this legislative luncheon, there was a representative from a company involved with the Marcellus Shale, and he did not say anything. In fact, all he said was that if anybody felt like they would be interested in working in the Marcellus Shale industry, maybe if they had some skills that were applicable, that they should come out, and that they were definitely looking at trying to hire local people. So it just kind of makes you wonder what's going on here. And George Rattay, he's with the Fayette Economic Development Council. He's also been involved for many years with the Pipe Fitters and Plumbers Union. And he's been talking about how members of his union have not been able to find jobs in the Marcellus Shale industry to any appreciable numbers. And he's getting very frustrated about it because, like he said, they can do everything except actually drill the well. So, and actually then when comments about drugs, most of his union members they're more older, they're more family type people. Like he said, they're not the type of people that are going to jeopardize their livelihood by using drugs. So he's somewhat a little offended by this, and I think a lot of people should be kind of questioning how much is this? How big of a problem really is this? And so what I said in an editorial in Sunday's Herald-Standard.com is that what we would like to see is either somebody from the industry come forward and maybe explain, talk about this, like, hey, they're really having a tough time finding people here, or what is really going on here. Otherwise, you know, because if it is a problem, and we know that drugs is a problem here in Fayette County, only a fool would say otherwise. But how much more of a problem is it here than, say, in other parts of the county? Marcellus Shale is very big, in, you know, we're bringing people in from other parts of the country where they have drilling, and where they have, you know, Texas and Oklahoma and places like that. So is our drug problem much worse than what they have in some of these areas, or, you know, other parts of the country for that matter? I mean, drugs are pretty much everywhere. So not to downplay the problems that we're having here, but I think we need to know for certain, is this a problem here or not? And we need to know so that maybe we can try focusing on this, try doing as much as we can, maybe to educate people about this, because the last thing that we need is for people to be squandering away the chance of a lifetime, basically, to try and get one of these good paying jobs. But again, if that's not really the case, then we need people to stop saying this. And you kind of wonder, you know, if they're saying this, if they have any inside information, if they have any if they've talked with people actually in the Marcellus Shale, that industry, that have said this to them, or is this just something that they're kind of repeating that they heard just talk from somewhere, somehow. And a lot of times people, these myths do get perpetuated, and there's a lot of outlandish stereotypes about Fayette County that unfortunately are being perpetrated, and a lot of times they're being perpetrated by people from the outside, people who've never really stepped foot inside Fayette County and really done anything about us. But to have these stereotypes possibly being perpetuated by people who are from Fayette County and people who do know us, that's really the shame. And really, it's just something that we really have to watch. So we're going to take a break right now. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At the Herald-Standard.com, our mission is to provide news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper. Every day, we strive to achieve this goal through 3 dynamic products. Wake up each morning to a copy of the Herald-Standard.com newspaper delivered to your home. Enjoy the e-edition and exact replica of our print product on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Or secure unlimited access to our full-coverage digital news site online at Herald-Standard.com. One local news leader, 3 great options.
So we're talking about the Marcellus Shale and the jobs, and possibly that what they're saying now is that people from Fayette County can't get jobs in the industry because they can't pass drug tests. And like we said in the first part, we just want to see this documented, and that is this a real problem or not. So far we really haven't seen where it's been documented or backed up with any facts. And the important thing is that it's seemingly that we see all the time. We see a lot of the license plates of the from Texas and Oklahoma and Louisiana and these places, and they are bringing. There's no doubt that these Marcellus Shale companies are bringing workers in, and we understand that basically they do have the experience with drilling the rigs. But outside of that, these jobs should be going to Fayette County people, and we can't allow any excuses here. If indeed this really can't be backed up, then we really need to stop talking about it. And if it is, then we need to deal with it and try and make sure that people understand what's happening. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not really blaming anybody here, not saying that anybody. We're sure that everybody has good intentions, but we just want to be sure that good, accurate information is being given out there by people so that we can make good decisions. And so that's going to wrap it up for this show. My name is Mark O'Keefe, Executive Editor for Herald-Standard.com. I want to say, if you want to send me a letter with any questions that you might have that I could answer, you can please send me to mokeefe at Herald-Standard.com. Look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.